Now they're ready. Handy Proverb is drawn out wide. He hits the button and they're off and running in the Derby. And the Brotherhood on the extreme outside is one of the first out. Down near the rail side, Bill Bangara began well and so did Drawn. But the Brotherhood crossed over and went to the lead at the winning post over Dolcezza, Drawn and Bill Bangara. Saxon White is right up there with them but caught deep on the turn out of the straight, followed by Tierra Wrist and then Wilhelm and Easter. And Dream Lodge going a bit fiercely is locked away on the fence as they leave the straight. And then Agent Provocative. Karma Cruise 3 and 4 deep from his outside barrier. A mile back Indian Raj and then Bonecrusher given time to find his feet, followed by Burglar of Banff. Now Handy Proverb allowed to get a lot further back today than he did in the Tancred. He's third last, second last Count Rossi and Panama Jack whipped them in. They've got 1800 to go on the side of the track and one of the bolters in the race, Saxon White, went to the lead by 2 lengths on Dolcezza and the Brotherhood and parked out 3 deep as Karma Cruise, who can't get on the track. Tierra Wrist rather is out 3 deep as they go to the back. Further back is Wilhelm and then Drawn and Bill Bangara. There's Karma Cruise and he too is out 3 wide on the outside of Agent Provocative. On the fence, Dream Lodge followed by Easter. Now Bonecrusher must have hit the fence in the early stages of the race. He's got a big splash of paint on his offside stifle. Further back, Indian Raj followed by Handy Proverb and then Burglar of Banff and Count Rossi and Panama Jack is back at the tail of the field at the 1200 mark, racing to the top turn. And Langby allowed Tierra Wrist on the outside to move up and join Saxon White. Wilhelm is about to make a line of 3. A length away, the filly Dolcezza on the outside of the Brotherhood, followed by Drawn, who's in a perfect spot, but can he stay the mile and a half? Karma Cruise can't get on the track. He's 3 and 4 deep, but starting to go up towards the lead. And then Bill Bangara, Agent Provocative, followed by Easter. Bonecrusher taken away from the rail is starting to make up ground. He's out about 5 deep now, Bonecrusher. Further back, Handy Proverb is trailing Bonecrusher, followed by Indian Raj. Then Burglar of Banff and Dream Lodge from Panama Jack. And last is Count Rossi. 600 metres out as they near the turn in the Derby. And the leader, Tierra Wrist, by a length and a half to Wilhelm on the outside of Dolcezza. And then Saxon White, followed by Drawn, the Brotherhood. Bonecrusher on the outside as they turn for home. And Easter is right on his wheel. And further back, Handy Proverb. Over the rise now, Tierra Wrist is the leader. Clear of Wilhelm. Drawn is coming through in the centre. Further out, Bonecrusher taking an age to get going. Easter is going with him. And on the extreme outside, Handy Proverb. 150 out, Tierra Wrist is the leader. They're coming from all directions. It's Bonecrusher, Handy Proverb and Drawn. Bonecrusher put his head in front. He's got a great big heart. Bonecrusher, he'll win the Derby. Bonecrusher, too good. Look at the photo for second and third. They're all over the track. Handy Proverb, Bill Bangara, the Brotherhood, Drawn. Agent Provocative in that line of horses, followed by Indian Raj, Burglar of Banff, Dream Lodge, and then Tierra Wrist and Saxon White. Well back in the field, then came Dolcezza, followed by Panama Jack, and then Wilhelm, Easter. Mile back as Count Rossi and Karma Cruise pulled up with the tail enders in the Derby of 86. Well, I think everybody at Randwick and probably everybody watching at home throughout Australia and New Zealand would have been of the opinion, 200 metres out, that Bonecrusher had the job ahead of him. He had horses on either side of him that looked to be going just as well as he was at that stage, namely Handy Proverb and Drawn on his inside, but Gary Stewart rode like a man inspired in the last 100 metres, and Bonecrusher proved that he's got not only a superb finishing run, as he showed in the Tancred Stakes last week, but he's got a heart as big as himself. When the chips were really down, when he looked in grave danger of being beaten in the Derby, he pulled out half a length in the final drive to the line, and he has won his Derby in great fashion. Bonecrusher, ridden by Gary Stewart, becomes the first New Zealand horse to ever win $1 million in prize money. A 3-year-old chestnut gelding trained by Frank Ritchie for Mr. P.J. Mitchell, who bought the horse as a yearling at the Waikato sale in New Zealand for only $3,200. So like Manicato, Bonecrusher has been one of the rags to riches stories of the Australian turf.
Bonecrusher would need wings and he's rocked for room. Bonecrusher got out at last. He's got those wings and Bonecrusher dares to the lead. Oh, what a run, the winner. They'll talk about him for years and years.